What's up, guys? Super simple, quick video. I'm going to show you how you can lay out your homepage or landing page hero section to increase conversions and make sure your customers go through the funnel and scroll down the page instead of just having them to drop off as soon as they land because it's not enticing or interesting to them. So I'm going to show you a template I made and then 3 redesigns as real world examples of how you can optimize your hero section. So very quickly to run through the template, first I have this notification bar. I want to highlight things like free shipping thresholds, sales, or kind of bundle offers that are going on because people do pay attention to these bars, and so you want to use them to actually sell and increase your AOV. Then we have the navigation menu. Super simple. You can have either if you're running a one store shop, or if this is a landing page, you can just have your logo and then a CTA on the right that will lead you to the buy box, or you can have a hamburger menu on the left, the logo in the middle, and then the shopping cart on the right. This is the most simple and effective layout for your navigation menu that you can use. You don't want to have a bunch of icons, because if you're on mobile, which this is geared towards because most of your customers are coming through mobile devices, if you have like 3 icons very close to each other and you try to press on one, then of course you're going to miss and you're going to get frustrated and get off the page. Then you want to have a hero image. Again, this depends on what kind of product you're selling. If this is some kind of consumable, then you can have a image of a person consuming the product, or if it's like harder to just show, you can have maybe a GIF of somebody actually using the product, and obviously test out the hero imagery a lot and see what works for you the best. Then you want to have some kind of social proof, super simple, rated. Whatever it's rated by however many customers you have. Again, can target this copy. I mean, if you're selling a product that's like directed towards moms, then you can, rate it 4.8 out of 5 by 100,000 happy mothers, etc. Again, these are just guidelines. You can try out, test out like testimonials, test out like selected curated reviews, before and after pictures, etc. All up to you, but as a general rule, you want to have some kind of social proof on the top of your hero section. Then you want to have a benefit-driven headline and a subheading that goes into more detail about the benefits of the product. For the headline, you can do, you want something that grabs your attention, and of course you can try out a bunch of different angles and mix and match them with the subheadings to, because the hero section is to get your customers in, to hook them in. So make sure they go through the page and not just leave immediately because they don't find it interesting. Lastly, you want to have a action-driven call to action. It's kind of rhymed. And this would lead you to a buy box or a collections page if this is a home page. Underneath, I like having secure payment icons, a satisfaction guarantee as well if you have one. That works really well. A risk reversal. And these icons to build even more trust. Now for the real examples, let's take a look at what some brands are doing wrong and how it can be improved. So this is a brand called Vera Salt. They sell natural spring salts. And so before, as you can see, they had the navigation, they had a bar, right? Free shipping over orders over $50. They had the navigation menu, but then the hero section is kind of horrible because this is a very zoomed out and low quality image of the product, and then it's like a waterfall. And so, just imagine you're the customer, because this is where they drive all their traffic to. Imagine running and spending thousands of dollars a month on ads that lead to this page. And, if you're a customer, you just go on here and it's like 2 images of like ice and of a spring. And you're like, what the hell is this? This is not what I want. This is not what I clicked on for. And so you just hop off. because this makes no sense. And so just to use it and utilize it fully, have a higher quality zoomed in image of the product, again, of the packaging. This, they didn't have the any images of people like using it, but for this image, I would like set it on like a kitchen table and have like a bunch of salt on the table, laid out and things like this. You can just go very deep into the actual imagery, but this is a lot more captivating instead of just like, what the hell is this, and then you have the social proof, 3,000 plus happy customers. Then you have the you have the headline, a pure natural spring salt, where this actually clarifies what this product is, because you don't know what the hell is this, when you land on the page. And then you have the subheading, we found the purest spring salt on earth, untouched by big plastic. Mentions a benefit as well of that this is microplastic free. It works well with the image as well. Then you have the call to action. Previously, even if you wanted to buy the thing, how the hell do you do that? There are no buttons. You got to scroll around the page. You got to look for it, because you want to make it as easy as possible for people to hand over their money to you. Why do you make it so hard for yourself? And then I like to add in benefit bullet points with these icons that are that highlight your unique selling propositions. So another example, this is a brand called Zaka Life. They make these hydration chewables that I think are geared towards people that go through hangovers. And so they had a little bit better a layout. Instead of having just like two images, they had a little bit of text and they had an actual call to action button. But even looking at the navigation menu, now this is what I mentioned in my first point of having icons close together. Now imagine if you're using your thumb and you go up to the top of the page, you want to browse through the catalog, but you open the cart. Because these icons are so close together, you can't click on it if you're not on a computer with a tiny mouse. So super simple way, just fix it. Hamburger on the left, logo in the middle, and then the cart on the right. Now, I don't like these small buttons that are on the top of the page because it's really hard to reach. Because usually you're just holding your phone like this and your thumb naturally would go on the bottom of the screen where the button would be. So this is too tiny and too hard to click on. Instead, just have your buttons full width, have them big, have them be contrasting, and easy to click. And so everything is a lot bigger and more targeted. Instead of having this kind of text all squished together like this, then this kind of weirdly big text here, and then these benefit icons laid out vertically for some reason, and then like a 15% off like tag here, and it's just a mess. So again, very simple. Social proof at the top, your heading, subheading, and then the call to action. This you can just view it as one singular piece, and you can lay it out at the top of the page, at the bottom of your hero section. But this kind of has to be together because the way you read it, it works really well according to the visual hierarchy. And then even if you have reviews or you were mentioned in some kind of publications, you can mention them here as well. Have a ticker, so it's this would scroll and go through all the logos, so BuzzFeed, Anthropology, Men's Journal, etc. Even to build trust with your customers that, hey, we were these bigger companies liked what we were doing. All right, and then lastly we have a brand called Jawliner. They sell mastic gum that supposedly makes your jaw stronger, increases the size of your muscles in your jaw. And so they had their homepage is a bit better than the last two, but we take a look and dissect it. You can see that as the headline they chose tone and tighten, and they have this line going through it, and so they were kind of trying to do something aesthetically cool, but it looks a little bit messy and it's hard to read because the colors don't work well together. Then they have this subheading, level up your facial muscles naturally with the jawliner. This can be the headline, which I made this the headline because this is a lot stronger than tone and tighten, because what the hell does tone and tighten mean to me if I don't know what the product is if I'm coming through a cold traffic channel. They had no social proof. I added in some social proof, 10,000 happy customers. They have this teeny tiny call to action, it says shop now. I made this full width, bold, and very contrasting. Shop jawliner. Very easy to click. You don't have to go all the way there with your thumb or use another hand. It just makes the customer journey a lot easier. And this is a cool image of the statue blowing a bubble gum. But if you're cold traffic, you want to use you want to actually show your products off. So this is what I did. I just added in their packaging so people can know that, hey, this is an actual package. This is not like a training program or like coaching or something like, or like a diet program. These are chewing gums. And then instead of a subheading, what you can do is just try out 3 or 4 or 5 benefit-driven points. So these bullet points, they are your unique selling propositions. Just lay them out, because instead of people having to go through and reading a bunch of text, it's very easy to consume these one by one. You just you get sold with each little bit, with each little point. And then for even more social proof, if you're selling a transformation product, really easy is just show people that it actually works. Show before and after pictures. Brands like MyObvi do it really well. They're selling weight loss supplements. So you just show people, hey, I was at this weight, I lost 20 pounds. This is how I look. It's due to this product. So that's it from my end. If you found this useful, drop a like, subscribe to my channel. And if you want me to do this all for you, you can book a free one-on-one call with me below in the description, in the pinned comment. I will personally audit your storefront and point out things that you can fix right away and that are killing your conversions, and how I can increase your conversions, AOV, and customer lifetime revenue. Thank you.